My dear brothers and sisters, why do we eat? And why do we drink? I'm sure you will tell me we eat because we get hungry. Nagugutom ako kaya kumakain ako. Or I drink because I get thirsty. Kapag nauhaw ako, iinom ako. But you know, my dear brothers and sisters, there is more to eating and drinking than merely satisfying our human needs. Eating and drinking is not just about satisfying our hunger and thirst. Eating and drinking do so much more than merely satisfy our bodily needs. And what is that something more that eating and drinking do? Eating and drinking strengthen relationships. Eating and drinking forge friendships. Eating and drinking fosters our fellowship. Kaya hindi nyo ba napapansin, kapag may mahalagang okasyon sa ating buhay, hindi pwedeng walang kainan. Palaging may handaan. Kapag birthday o anniversary, tiyak may pagkain, kahit simple lang. Kapag reunion ng pamilya, ng magkakaibigan o ng magkakaklase, tiyak sa reunion may kainan at may inuman. Naimbita na ba kayo sa birthday? Sasabihin sa inyo, uy, punta ka sa bahay, birthday ko. Tapos pagdating nyo sa bahay, walang pagkain. Iisipin ninyo, ba't walang pagkain? Akala ko ba birthday celebration? Pag tinanong nyo, bakit walang pagkain? Hindi, magkukwentuhan lang tayo. Yun ang celebration. Parang kulang. Celebrations, human celebrations, will not be complete without eating and drinking. Because when we eat and drink together, it is not just about food and drink. It is all about relationships. We eat and drink not only because we are hungry and thirsty. We eat and drink because we want to be together. Minsan nga, ginagawa na lang dahilan yung pagkain para magkasama-sama. Food and drink become reasons for us to meet, to see each other, and to be with one another. Kaya kapag niyaya kang kumain, hindi lang yan tungkol sa pagkain. Ibig sabihin yan, gusto kang makasama. Kapag may nagsabi sa'yo, uy, labas naman tayo, kain naman tayo sa labas, hindi lang yan tungkol sa pagkain. Gusto kanyang makasama. Kapag may nagsabi sa'yo, kape naman tayo, hindi lang yan tungkol sa kape. Tungkol yan sa'yo. Kapag may nagsabi sa'yo, uy, gimmick naman tayo, hindi lang yan tungkol sa enjoyment. Tungkol yan sa enjoyment na kasama ka. Kaya nga, mas malalim ang samahan, mas masarap ang kainan. At lalong sumasarap ang pagkain kapag malalim ang pagsasamahan. Ito po, maraming beses ko nang naikwento. Nung kami seminarista, lalo na kapag araw ng Biyernes, ang tawag namin fish day. Hindi feast day, no, fish day. Kasi ang ulam, isda. At karaniwan, ang ulam, tig-iisa kaming galunggong. Pero alam nyo, yung maliit na galunggong, tig-iisa lang kami, napapatagal namin ng 2 pinggang kanin. Hindi dahil masarap yung pagkain, kundi dahil masarap ang pagsasamahan, masarap ang kwentuhan. Kahit simpleng pagkain, kapag masaya ang samahan, kapag masarap ang kwentuhan, kapag malalim ang pagkakaibigan, yung simpleng pagkain sumasarap. Pero kahit na napakasarap ng pagkain, kahit na mamahalin pa yung pagkain na yan, kapag ang kasama mong kakain, kaaway mo, walang lasa ang pagkain. Hindi mo ma-enjoy ang pagkain. That is why we do not eat with enemies. Nasubukan nyo na pong kumain kasama ng kaaway. Nasubukan nyo na kumain kasama ng isang tao na kasamaan nyo ng loob, na kung hindi kayo gaganahang kumain, hindi natin niyayayang kumain sa labas ang kaaway natin. Hindi natin niyayayang magkape ang kaaway natin. Delikado. Baka lasunin tayo. We only eat with people who are dear to us. We only eat with people whom we love. Because eating and drinking involve relationships. No wonder, my dear brothers and sisters, in our readings this Sunday, God invites us to His table. In our first reading from the book of Proverbs, God set His table with food and wine, and He invites us to eat and drink. And in the Gospel, Jesus Himself tells us, "Eat my flesh, drink my blood, because when you eat my flesh and drink my blood, I remain in you, and you remain in me." Nagkakaroon ng ugnayan sa isa't isa. St. Paul in our second reading today warns us, do not get drunk when you drink. See to it that when you drink, it is all about fellowship in the Spirit. My dear brothers and sisters, the Eucharist is not just about eating and drinking. Yes, we eat. We take and receive the body of Jesus. But it is not just about being filled. Kapag naman tayo nagsisimba at tumatanggap tayo ng komunyon, yung tinatanggap nga natin komunyon, maliit na ostya lang. Hindi nga kayo madidighay pagkatapos yung tumanggap ng komunyon. And so this is not just about eating. It is not just about drinking. The Eucharist is about strengthening and deepening our relationship with God. That is why we call the reception of the body of Jesus communion. Because as we receive the body of Jesus, we are united with Him and He is united with us. Nagkakaroon ng pagbubuklod sa pagtanggap natin kay Jesus. And what happens at Mass? What happens in the church when we celebrate the Mass? Let us bring home, let us celebrate with our families. Every time we eat together as a family, we repeat the Eucharist at home and with our family. Kaya mapapansin po ninyo sa misa, yung unang bahagi, Liturgy of the Word. We listen to God's stories. And we also tell God our stories when we present to Him our petitions and our needs. And then we eat together. We share a common meal in the liturgy of the Eucharist. Kapag kumakain po tayo magkakasama, ganyan din. Nagkukwentuhan din tayo. Kapag kumakain naman tayo, hindi lang tungkol sa pagkain. Mahirap kumain ng hindi nag-uusap. Masarap kumain kapag nagkukwentuhan. At kumakain tayo, nagsasalo tayo sa iisang pagkain. We repeat the Mass at home and with our family when we eat together. My dear brothers and sisters, let us revive that beautiful tradition of eating together as a family. Do you still eat together as a family? Nagsasama-sama pa ba tayo sa pagkain sa bahay? O baka naman kapag kumakain tayo, nagmamadali para mauna na ako. Mauna na akong kumain, iiwan ko na sila. Kapag may hindi na sumasabay sa pagkain, ma-alarm tayo. Bakit hindi sumasabay? Yung pagsasalo-salo natin sa tahanan ay nagpapatibay din ng ating pagsasamahan. Eat together as a family, and that will make your bond as a family strong. Huwag po nating maliitin yung pagkain ng sama-sama. Ang laki po ng nagagawa niyan sa pagpapatibay ng samahan ng pamilya, ng magkakamag-anak, ng magkakaibigan. Naalala ko po nung seminarista kami, may 2 pagkakataon na napagalitan kami ng aming priest formator dahil sa pagkain. Yung unang beses na napagalitan kami, kasi kapag ang ulam ay fried chicken, pagdating namin sa dining room at nakita namin fried chicken yung ulam, at para siguraduhin na makuha namin yung gusto naming bahagi ng manok, bago pa mag-grace before meals, itutusok na namin yung tinidor namin doon sa fried chicken na gusto namin. Kaya bago pa mag-grace before meals, yung fried chicken, puro tusok na ng tinidor. Nung mapansin ng formator namin yun, sabi niya, "What are you, barbarians?" Sabi niya, "Ano kayo, mga walang kultura? Eating is not just about food. Eating is about fellowship. Eating is about sharing. Huwag mag-uunahan." Yung pangalawang beses na napagalitan kami, dahil marami nang naunang kumain. Pagdating sa dining room, hindi na maghihintay, kakain na lang basta. Kaya isang beses, yung formator namin, nandun siya bago kami mag-lunch, at hindi siya nagsimula ng grace before meals hanggang hindi kompleto ang community. Kaya ang tagal naming nakatayo at naghihintay doon sa mga huling dumating. Nung makumpleto kaming lahat, sabi niya, "Next time, we will not eat until the whole community is complete." And only then did he start praying. My dear brothers and sisters, as we receive Jesus today in this Mass, may we strengthen and deepen our relationship and communion with Him. May Jesus always remain in us, and may we always remain in Jesus, and may we remain with one another.